Hello, this is Hodora and yes, I'm back. And also yes, we will talk about Master Mode in Gakuen Idolmaster today. But before we start, in order to unlock Master Mode, you need the idol to be at Bond 10. This mode will unlock depend on your idol. If you unlock Bond 10 for Saki, you can do Master Mode for Saki but not everyone else. Ideally, you want to have Bond 10 on everyone, right? How to get Bond 10? Well, if you get True End for the Pro Produce, you're gonna unlock until 9. To get the 10, you just get A plus in the Produce and it's gonna unlock the 10 right away. Basically that. But that's not all. Many of you might not notice, but there is a lot of missions you can do in this game, right? In order to unlock Master Mode, you also need to do number 60, not the initial one, the second one up here. You need to do the number 60 of this, which, let me see, what is the condition? Okay, produce level 30 or for 59 and 60. Okay, that is okay, that is really convenient. Just unlock any idol to be at Bond level 10. Well, anything before that you can just use Google Translate to progress until you reach mission 60. And it's gonna unlock a new button in your produce menu, which is the Master Mode. And if you go in here, you're gonna see just a tiny difference here, right? Okay, when you start, it's gonna be like this. You're not gonna unlock anything yet, and it's gonna say +0. This is the first difference from Pro to Master, okay? Basically, the stat gain you get from Resin in Master and Pro is basically the same if you don't put in any item here. But when you put in item, it's gonna increase the cap of your lesson and your SP lesson too. And when you start, you're gonna really unlock the first slot. Second slot will unlock when you get first place in Master Mode. So if you play it like one or twice and manage to get first place, you're gonna unlock the second one. The third one will unlock when you get an S rank for that idol. So basically you can get up to 3, right? But each slot you can put in this item you can see here. It scale from 5 to 15 for the first slot, and there is no reason for you to use anything that just give 5 or 10. Just focus on 15, alright? And this, basically every idol will have the same for the first slot. We will have the one that give you a shield buff but increase your rival score in final and reduce your coin from the start coin by -10. And the other two will be depend on their role. This is Sense, this is Temari. So her dual wristband gonna be either good condition or concentration. And if we do look at Sense, the shoe gonna be the same, but the wristband gonna change to impression and motivation. What difference between these two? This will decrease your coin by 10 every time you pick the card that have impression. Basically, the buff here will depend on what is the main buff for your idol. Temari impression is her main, so when you pick your main skill card, you will lose a little bit of coin. Increase the reliable score by 3%. But when the lesson start, you gain 3 free shield up to 5 lesson, which is every lesson in the run. But for the wristband, these are different. Basically, every time you go into the class loop event, you're gonna lose 2 stamina after the classroom. Increase the level score by 5%. And at the start of the lesson, you gain either impression or motivation, but only up to 3 times. You can choose these 3. I highly recommend you choose between these 2 and don't bother with this one. Just because have the coin reduction is gonna be kinda bad for your run. And that is for the first one. You get 15 free stat for your idol for every lesson. If you perfect them, alright, you cannot go just to finish and not perfect, because it only lets the cap of perfecting the lesson. For slot 2, it's changed not just from 5 to 15, it goes from 10 to 20. And it's the same thing. You either gain a shield and a little bit of the focus stat, right? Basically, there is 2 types. This one in SP lesson at the start of the turn, you got 2 shield and you gain 4 impression. But your score, so your parameter increase will be debuffed by 80% for the first 2 turns, and you're gonna gain the extra cost debuff for 1 trigger for 1 lesson. So the first SP lesson you're gonna take will have this debuff. After that, it's just gone. It's nothing. Oh, sorry. Trigger just 1 time, so it's always trigger but only trigger 1 time, so you just gain 2 shield, 4 impression and a huge debuff. I kinda don't recommend this one. I recommend either of these 2, right? For these 2, it's just gonna decrease your catch up lesson total turn by 1 turn from like 12 to 11 or 11 to 10, I don't remember. And increase your rival score by 10%. Other than that, you just gain 3 free shield and 3 impression in the catch-up lesson. Pretty good, right? Pretty good for the debuff it is give, and of course there is no reason to pick anything below 20, so I'm not gonna mention that. And for stage 3, of course the stat increase again from just 10 to 15 and maximum go to 25. And it's also the same, we have 2 types. These 2 will be depend on which buff you want, but this one is exclusive to the main buff of your idols. And I really recommend this unique dumbbell because although it heal you, alright, in catch up lesson it's gonna restore your stamina by 50%. So you don't have to rest or do any hangout event before catch up lesson. You can spend your time with the shop or anything else without care too much about the stamina. But also it's gonna increase your level score by 20%, so in total it should increase like 35-40% depend on what you did. But you also gain a debuff that at the start of the turn, your impression will decrease by 1. This will depend on your main buff. Of course, if you have a motivation idol, it will decrease your motivation. If you have concentration, it will decrease concentration. If you have good condition, it will decrease good condition. But because of this, we also gain a really powerful kit, which is you're gonna get 1 more draw in the catch-up lesson. So instead of 3 cards per turn, you have to choose from 4 cards. per turn, and that gonna make your catch-up resin become really stable for my experience. But if you don't want this, you can shoot either of these two. Basically, every time you go into SP resin while your stamina is above 50%, your rival will gain 10% more parameter. So if you are not manage your stamina correctly and being too high, the rival gonna be pretty strong. But other than that, in SP lesson, you're gonna gain 2 shield and 2 impression, but also gain a debuff to your total parameter gain by 20%. I don't like these two, I prefer this one more because it's only active in catch-up resin, and it also have a powerful buff of class card draw, right? So that is basically what the item does. It gives you some debuff and some benefits. So let's show you guys a run. I might edit this, but we will see. This is for catch-up resin, right? Yeah, I kinda like that one. And we will go with the dumbbell. Yeah, this will be... no. Well, it's fine, I guess, with this. Where is my Skartamari? Skartamari here. Might as well put this one in just for the extra SP lesson chance. Alright, so now we start the run. The start will be the same. You have the choice for the drink, the usual, right? And we will see the difference from the start right here. The total turn increase, right? As you can see here, it's increased to 18 turn. Before this is 16, if I remember correctly. I haven't touched Pro at all after Master release. And the other thing is the first 5 turns will be fixed for every idol. You get 2 first turn for the classroom. The third one might be only gift or gift with hangout, depend on the idol. The fourth one will be either hangout or the shop. The shop will always be on the 4th week, and on the 5th will be a lesson. And as you can see here, we missing 1 lesson. Usually we have to take 5 lessons, right? It should be lesson here, and 3 after midterm. Now it's down to 4, just this one and 3 after midterm. And that is a lesson for that because we increase the cap of the lesson. So with the basic deck, you basically can't reach that cap. So this is how they fix that by put in the 4 first turn that you need to get a card. You cannot less in this 5 first turn anyway. You can raise start from 6 turn onward. So they fix this to adjust some problem with lasting strat and give you more opportunity to use other bonus from the support card, right? Also, the stat gain from the first 2 lessons will be changed. Not lesson, classroom. Before this will be like 40, right? 40 or 20 or 15. This time it will be 50 or 50. The 2 choice will be always be 50, and the one that doesn't have the cost reduction will be at 25. the both classroom will be the same thing. So we're gonna go through this quite fast. Also, you might curious how much of different was just the first item, like 15 cap increase, basically 15 for lesson. It's gonna be 60 extra stat for you, and those stats will be increased by your percent bonus here too, right? So it is not gonna be just the flat 60. It's gonna be like 70, 80, and that will put you pretty much, you can achieve S rank if you play perfectly. If not, A plus gonna be really easy. But if you unlock like the second one, the cap gonna increase not 15 but 35. 35 times 4 is 140. And that will absolutely push you in S rank for sure. If you get first place in the master, I'm pretty sure it's gonna almost guarantee an S rank if you can get first place and perfect everything. And for the third slot, the cap gonna be increased by 60. 60 times 4 is 240. If you play this perfectly, you can almost reach S plus. I believe the whale already reached S plus perfectly and they try to push to double S maybe. I still try to get S plus, but I don't have time yet. I just need to fix my contest team first. And the other thing that is different in Master, you will see it soon. The choice card you get from this treasure will be really good. Not just the fact that it can give you the rainbow from the start, some of the gold will be upgraded, and a lot or maybe all of the silver will be upgraded too. And for this, I will just pick this one. And as you can see here, our stamina is low already, right? And we can't rest. If you worry about the upcoming lesson, you can do hangout here and take the shop after the lesson. I'm not worried too much, so I'm just gonna take the shop right away. You can see from the start here, it's a from 90, right? The cap will be increased to 150 because I had 3 items here. That is basically what it does. But you might notice already, the first ring is still 45. There is no difference here. Difference will only be visible on the second ring, the perfect one. So, fail stat is dead, basically. Because you're not gonna gain any extra strat in Master if you just fail. So if you want to do a fail stat, just do it in Pro. Don't come to Master for that. For Master, it's more beneficial for you to just push for S or S plus because you can get a lot of strong memory from S and S plus rank. I will show you at the end of this video, but for the catch-up lesson, Master and Pro will have the same amount of stat you can get from the catch-up lesson. There is no difference in this front. So you are fine. Most of the time you are fine, I think. And since I have a lot of drink, I'm just gonna use this right here, right now. Because why not? I can just put this too, I guess. for the extra strat. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed run through this quickly. Just show you guys how much point, how much score the rival does in the exam. Alright. And if you notice, there is no cap now. In midterm, you just need to be at least rank 3 or above to get past midterm. And also remember that this is 3 item, alright? So the score gonna be maybe quite a bit higher than what you might face in your first run in Master. Because I got a lot of increase from the item for the rival already. we will see. And of course I can get first place because I used to building Temari already. I've been trying to get her to be strong in contest for a while now, at least. As you can see here, usually you're not gonna see your rival going this high, right? She has 1700 already. And she go to 1900. This might not sound a lot, but usually it's gonna be right, what, 11, 1200 at most. Now it's increased to 1900, which is basically almost, no, 15% increase. 50% increase, sorry. I haven't used English for a week. Now my English is bad. Alright, let's skip to the final now. Just to put in more perspective of how more powerful the rival can be, right? Oh, sorry, maybe I forgot to mention this, but before we start the last catch-up lesson, in Master Mode, the total cap you can get for each stat increase from 1500 to 1800. As you can see here, I'm not reaching cap anytime soon. We still have a lot of room to figure about, so don't worry about that. Did I mention that before? Maybe I forgot. Anyway, yeah, I mentioned that now. Sorry. Okay, now this will show the item, the starter item effect. Maybe I'm not explained it enough in the first catch-up, so I can do it here, maybe. You can see we decrease our turn from 12 to 11 and we recover 50% of our stamina. If you don't remember, go back for like 20 seconds. You should see my stamina bar before that, and right now it's increased. That is what matters. Okay, I will take that, I guess. Basically, I have to use everything in my hand, huh? And of course, like in Pro, you don't want to use any drink in catch-up. And catch-up difficulty is basically the same with the Pro produce. So there is really no reason at all to use any drink here. Right, we're gonna go through this quite quickly, I think. As you can see, even though my stacking is really bad, he's still doing fine because we have entertainment, double them. Man, I wish I have this luck in the actual exam. We will see, we will see. Yeah, as you can see, we're not reaching cap at all, and we are at like what, 38, 3700. I would say is like almost possible to push to S plus, but I think the stat that can put to S plus easily is 3800, not 37. So I will try, but I'm not gonna retry this. I just want to end the run and show you guys how strong the memory will be, because this is Grand 3 and S for sure. So let's go through this. Oh, and I want to show you guys the rival score too, right? I almost forgot about that. Yeah. Let's show you guys that one too. Oh, nice. I guess. Wow! I want to block this thing, but not right now. Maybe after we have perfect con. Let's just use this now, why not? Ah, perfect. This drink become what do I say? This drink doesn't do anything now because we have enough perfect con to last the entire thing. Okay. Don't need that. Give me an active card. That's good. This should be my last chance. 3-3, so I can't draw this anymore. Yeah, why not? Good enough, right? I turn off my brain and just spam skill without looking at my stamina, and I run out. That happens sometimes when you turn off your brain and playing video game, right? Alright, let's skip everything and go to the final score. Alright, the time of truth is here. How high? Halfway, almost at S plus. Oh, but one more thing. You usually shouldn't aim for a inheritance memory for master, right? You go for master for the deck for contest of a tower. Yeah, that's fine. Look at that. That is pretty good, right? We have starter, we have the extra door and the national idol. That is quite nice. But let's retry. Let's see. Well. That is so bright. Look at all the upgrade we can get from this. And yeah, that is master mode for you. As you can see, the score is absurdly high. Sadly, the memory is not what I want, but fine, I can do more run later. For now, I hope you have fun with the new mode, and see you again next time. For now, bye bye. Oh, also, Halloween is coming up like next week, so good luck with that too. The stream is in 5 days, 4 days, maybe. Okay, bye.